Hello, students. Uh, we will be doing a story by Leo Tolstoy today. How much land does a man need? How much land does a man need is one of the most famous and representative short stories of the greatest Russian writer, Leo Tolstoy. Tolstoy's stories are full of religious fervor and they represent the union of great moral conviction and minute psychological analysis. The theme of the present story also centers around human greed and temptation in the moral fable tradition. In spite of carrying on ethical message, the parable, that is to say, a story with a moral, is extremely effective. Even the conventional theme finds the freshness of approach and artistic restraint and brings out one of the fundamental principles of Tolstoyism, that is to say, non attachment to wealth. According to the author, temptation is a satanic bait. बेट का मतलब होता है मछली फांसने वाला जाल तो कांटा टेम्पटेशन लालच जो है दैट इज ए सैटनिक बेट दैट इज टू से शैतान का कांटा है जिससे थ्रू द रेसी नैरेटिव द ऑथर सक्सेसफुली ट्रांसपोर्ट्स दिस आइडिया ऑफ फ्यूटिलिटी ऑफ मेटेरियलिस्टिक होर्डिंग इकट्ठा करने की वो जो आदत होती है वो मेटेरियलिस्टिक होर्डिंग इन द evanescent life to his reader. It is the story of a simple peasant, Pahom, who falls in the subtle trap of temptation laid by Satan and ultimately stakes his life for it. Pahom aspires for a land of 20 acres only to find himself happy and contented. But the circumstances present him an opportunity to buy 40 acres of land. He cannot control he cannot resist the chance even on the condition that he has to keep his own son on bond slavery for a year. He also borrows money from his brother in law and still he is indebted to the landowner. However, he repays all his debt in a year and lives happily for some time. The other villagers bear a grudge against him because he exacts fine for stray animals in his farm. Being harassed by such treatment of fellow villagers and tempted more to have better land, uh, he goes beyond Volga River and he decides to shift to another part of the country. Here, we can observe the message of the author that the aim of our short lived life is happiness and contentment, and that is possible through the mutual tolerance, peace, love, and good relations among our neighbors. But wealth and pride change our attitude. Pahom shifts to the another part of the country where he gets 5 shares of communal land in his and his son's favor. It is 125 acres in all, but in different parts of the field. Though the land is more than sufficient, he soon gets tired of the hassles of the different parts of the land. He finds to buy 1300 acres of freehold land for a cheap price. He is about he is about to decide the matter when a passing dealer shows him a deed of 13,000 acres of land which he has brought just for 1,000 rubles from the Bashkirs. Again, Pahom is tempted to have a better land in much cheaper price. What if it is far away? He carries silk robes, wine, and tea as suggested by the dealer to present to the Bashkirs. He finds the Bashkir people very friendly. The Bashkirs are delighted to have him their guest and they are ready to pay for his gifts anything Pahom likes. Pahom asks for the land. The Bashkirs offer him that for 1,000 rubles he can get as much land as he covers in a day on foot. But there is one condition: he has to return to the same spot from where he starts before sunset. He has to come back to the same spot from where he will start in the morning, and he has to come back before sunset to the same point. That night, Pahom dreams, which is very significant from the thematic point of view. It serves as the godly knock on Pahom's conscience. Conscience is Antaratma. The author has very deftly given his message through this dream sequence. In this dream, in this nightmare, Pahom is able to perceive the different stages of his temptation, and also the satanic agents, शैतान के जो agents है, who whet his ambition, उसकी ambition को जो sharpen करते हैं at the different stages. He is also able to look into his horrifying future, where he is lying dead, prostrate before Saturn, and Saturn is laughing over his victory. Here, we can notice the author's message fully, that greed and pride become the primary cause of a person's fall, because these are used by Saturn as his baits. Pahom still considers it as a dream only and acts according to his previous plan. At the daybreak, he starts from a hillock where baskets also gather to decide his share of land. His temptation makes him a prey, a victim of overambition, and he goes too far to return before sunset at the appointed place. And when he reaches back, he falls down, bleeding and dead, as he had pictured himself in the dream last night. His servant finds that his master is dead. He digs a grave for him, and the author concludes the story in a very ironical statement. 6 feet from his head to his heels was all he needed. Thus, it bears the moral of the story in a very effective manner. How much land does a man need? Finally, the answer: 6 feet from his head to his heels was all that he needed. That's all. Thank you very much.